When it comes to affordable housing, how does St. Charles rank? LUTV's Caitlin Baker joins us with the results of a recent study.
The study found some key areas of improvement for St. Charles County. The findings will be submitted to the U.S. Housing and Urban Development Department. In order to understand the findings of the study, you have to know what an impediment means. An impediment is any action, omission, or decision that restricts or has the effect of restricting the availability of housing choices based on race, color, religion, sex, disability, family status, or national origin. AWFM Consulting helped prepare the study.
Ideally, what this document does is it highlights problems with fair housing in the jurisdiction and provides recommendation which the jurisdiction can use as a plan to move forward to address and remove those impediments.
The process started its initial phases in early September. In October, board members held meetings and interviews with residents of St. Charles and received over 170 comments from residents to find out what needs they thought were not being met. The study identified 4 impediments: scarcity of affordable rental units, local attitudes resisting fair housing opportunities, restrictive zoning for group homes, and lack of public transportation options.
The lack of public transportation is something that is a frequent issue in kind of suburban areas like St. Charles County. The lack of rental housing is really a national trend that we see now, and really probably a factor of the economy.
Gray says 40% of the population already in the rental market are paying over 30% of their income for that housing unit. Wayne Anthony is Director of Community Development for St. Charles County. He says the county has only a 5% or less vacancy rate to begin with.
One of the things that we feel has increased the problem of having affordable rental housing is the decline in the housing market has probably increased the demand for rental housing. But when you get an increase in the demand for a product that you're not adding a lot of new product increases, we would expect that we would find an increase in rental rates.
The ultimate goal of the Fair Housing Choice Analysis is to provide all types of housing for residents.
Whether it's single-family homes that are affordable for a variety of economic ranges, to people who need special housing or group housing, folks that need facilities that would facilitate their living in a housing unit that are handicapped. It's basically trying to make sure all of those housing opportunities are available in a community and that there isn't impediments for those housing types being provided.
The next step in the process is the 30-day comment period. The WFN consultant and the county executive will evaluate the comments and decide if any adjustments need to be made. Then the final plan will be sent to the Department of Housing and Urban Development for a final review. The public comment period will be open until January 4th. To submit your comments or concerns, send an email to development@sccmo.org or mail your comment to 201 North 2nd Street, St. Charles, Missouri, zip code 63301. For more information on the development, visit sccmo.org/community development.